So everything you'll need is just a normal set and a minifigure. That's all I usually use. Maybe some sticky tech, you never know. So let's go over settings. FPS, you can do whatever. I just suggest being a little bit over 10. I usually go 12. Some people go 20. I just say stick with 12. Alright, now you're going to want to pick either TikTok, Instagram, or Snapchat. Any of the others don't really work. I usually go TikTok for the shorts. Any of this other stuff you don't need. So let's go ahead and go on to the camera settings. For the camera settings, you will need to go down here and go ahead and put this on manual. And just make sure the camera's focus is focusing perfectly on your minifigure. It will look very clean if you do. This, hold on, let me turn this on auto. So, this is what I use. Sometimes I use a tripod, but you can just put your thing right there. So, you'll need something sturdy to hold it, and you also need lights. I have lights pointing at both directions. Alright, let's get back to the settings. So, let's go ahead and put it back on manual, and you don't have to worry about that. This one's important. Find the perfect thing. Don't want it unlocked. So I go sunrise usually, because it looks good in my opinion. Focus, we went over. Just make sure it's focusing on your camera, your character. ISO, you probably don't want to mess with that too much. So just keep it at what it was. The shutter, same thing. Don't mess with it too much unless you have like a dark setting or a very bright one. Otherwise, keep it at 140. For zooming in and zooming out, you might want to use this whenever you want to get a close-up of the minifigure's head, because you can't go really close, but if you zoom in, you can get a pretty good shot on them, because the focus stays the same. But for my animation, I'm going to stay at 1, which is the default. If you're going to be using a green screen, I'd say go ahead and use that, and then we don't have to worry too much about those. Alright, now for the animating. Animating's going to be pretty easy. Just take a picture, move it a little bit, take a picture, then move your minifigure a little bit, and then take a picture. This is what I got. He's just kind of raising his hand. Wasn't going for anything too crazy. So, now that we've got this, we're going to look over it, and then we're going to export it. So, go back to the home, press export movie, and then it should export to your thing. Now we're going to use CapCut. Export the movie. Usually when we're using CapCut, we're just going to get rid of that outro. So let's go ahead and get rid of it. And now we're going to add some sound effects. I suggest CapCut a lot because you could just go down to the thing that says effects, down in the bottom, and then you could press, audio, and then you can press effect, and then you can look up any sound effect you want. I'm going to go for a whoosh sound effect, or whoosh, whatever you prefer, and then it should sound like this. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to go press the top corner and export the movie.